Hi, my name is Pat, and this is my channel, Book Chat with Pat, and I'm glad that you're here. Today I'm going to be doing the Positivity, Stay Positive, Stay Present Bookish tag, created by my friend Gareth at Books, Songs, and Other Magic. And Gareth was inspired to create this tag by MJ at Reading This Life after he saw a particularly wonderful video in which MJ talked about some of the positive things that have been going on in her life recently. Gareth decided to create a tag about positivity, and I was tagged by Gareth in the original tag. There are 6 prompts. Number 1, name a book that has made you happy. It could be a reading experience or a book release that has made you happy. I'm going to talk about reading experiences. I have become a huge fan of group reading experiences, and they bring me a great deal of joy, even when the book that we're reading doesn't necessarily bring a great deal of joy. First, I started about a year ago an in-person book group, and it's made up of mostly former colleagues of mine. The one member of the group is someone that I've known since we were in the 3rd grade, and our newest member is someone that I went to college with. Even when we don't love the book that we've come together to talk about, we have the best conversations, just the most wonderful conversations. And then recently, like since the spring, I have participated in several group readathons or read-alongs here on Booktube. And these have been, for me, very important, very positive experiences. I think the first one that really affected me in this kind of really positive way was a Voxer group that we formed to discuss Les Miserables in the spring. And it just turned out to be this really cool experience of people sharing their impressions and their thoughts. But it became for me a very, very moving experience. Then for 2 months, as you've heard me talk about probably ad nauseum, for 2 months this summer, I was in a group that was reading James Joyce's Ulysses. We had both a Discord group where we shared our thoughts and feelings and impressions about each episode of the book, but we also met several times for live discussions. And then Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads posted the videos that came from those live discussions. While we all were having different experiences of the reading of Ulysses, some more positive than others, it was the most intimate and engaging group reading experience that I've had in a long time, and I think that all of us in that group, the Ulysses 6, I think that we all felt that we came away with new friends. It really was a friend-making experience, and it was very powerful, very very thought-provoking, but also very very moving, and that's kind of become now in my mind sort of the I don't know, it's sort of what I aspire to in some of these group reads. And then after that, I participated in Faulkner in August, and that was also a Voxer group, and we were reading As I Lay Dying. the book had a powerful effect on, I think, everybody who was participating in the discussion. But it was the actual act of coming together and discussing the book that I think was so meaningful and so powerful. And even though, the group has now disbanded until next August, we do keep kind of, some of us reappearing in the group and adding some more Faulkner thoughts. And that's been really nice. And then most recently, I've been in a group read of Sarah J. Maas's A Court of Thorns and Roses, and that group has been meeting both in Voxer and on Fable, which is a new to me app. Each one of these group reading experiences has made me feel connected to the wider Booktube community. And for me, it's been very restorative. It's been a very, very positive experience. And I think, that's what I'm doing here. That's why I'm here. I want to be a part of a community, and I want to help to make community wherever possible. And participating in all of these group reads, and you can't participate in every one that comes along. Obviously, some months you're overbooked. But when I have been able to participate in a regular and meaningful way, it's almost always resulted in meaningful connection with other people. And I think that's been really the beauty of this. And these are people who are creating content who are in these groups, and these are subscribers and people who are watching the videos. They are participating as well in these groups, and it's been it's just been a very, very positive experience for me, and it's been restorative to me in a very deep kind of way. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm on Booktube, and so that's been a really positive thing for me. Number 2, name an author that you find completely reliable, always a safe bet. For that, I'm going to talk about Louise Penny and her Inspector Armand Gamache series, which I think is up to book 18 or 19 now, and I have not read them all, but this is an author that I can always count on. These are mysteries. They're murder mysteries. Somebody's always murdered in these books. But I love the world that Louise Penny has created in a fictional village called Three Pines. It's in Canada. But there are recurring characters, who live in Three Pines or who visit Three Pines. And they feel like old friends. So even though, this is always about, and they can, some of these murders can be really awful. But somehow these books and this world of Three Pines and these characters make Louise Penny's books comfort reads for me. And I've never gone wrong so far with a Louise Penny. Okay, number 3. Name an experience that you've had recently that you will never forget. Okay, so for this, I'm going to talk about a funny experience. I will never forget the night in July when I was a guest on the live stream of Gareth and Dave and Olive. That's at Book Blather. Their show is called Is This Thing On? The entire show kind of went off the rails when Dave asked me, total serious face, so Pat, do you read much smut? And the whole show just went off the rails from that point on. And the entire population of the chat joined in on this, exploring the potential darker side of my reading, and they were making up new names for my channel, and well, the whole show just took this really absurd turn. But I don't know when I have laughed so hard. My life will never be the same as a result of this live stream show. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in my entire life. And truth be told, I have gone back and rewatched certain segments of that episode of Is This Thing On? You know, if I'm having a down day, if I'm not feeling so good, if something has happened to upset me, that is a surefire way to lift my spirits. I experience the laughter again as if I was experiencing it for the first time. I just realized that it was, this absurd show that I was a part of was just a real gift for me. It brought a lot of joy into my life, and it continues to bring a lot of joy into my life. And I'm grateful to Gareth and Dave and Olive and everyone who participated in that chat. Okay. Number 4, a booktuber shout out. A booktuber that always makes you happy. Well, Dave and Olive and Gareth certainly make me happy, and so does MJ, and so do the Ulysses 6, and all of the people who participated in all of these group reads. This is a shout out to all of you. And some of these group reads have been really huge, so I can't really say everybody's name. But I am going to just name a small triumvirate of 3 young women who have befriended me in my little Booktube journey here. And they have become good friends of mine. These are 3 very kind young women. I've just loved getting to know them, and I love having them in my life. They are smart and thoughtful and creative, much more creative than I am, and kind, and each one of these 3 has, in her own way, just brought a great deal of joy into my life. And they are Nikki at My Messy Bookshelf, and Maria Andrea at Books and Bocadillos, and Ellen at Ellen Made Book Club. So somehow these 3 young women have decided to embrace this old lady English teacher and with great kindness, and they've just brought a lot of light and joy into my life. So I thank you, ladies. Okay, number 5. What are you looking forward to the most? Well, I am making this video on the eve of my long-awaited trip to Ireland. You will be seeing it when I am in the middle of the trip, but I am, it's going to air when I'm already in Ireland, but I'm making this video as I am getting ready to leave. So this is something that I've been talking about this for months now. But we've been planning this trip for 18 months. But in my heart, I think I've been wanting to go to Ireland since I was really young, since I was a kid. And that's because I just adored with my whole heart my Irish grandmother. So in some ways, I've been looking forward to this trip for more than 50 years, between 50 and 60 years. So more to come about Ireland. Okay. Number 6, what are you the most proud of? I am the most proud of my teaching career. I had thousands of students over my almost 40-year career. That many of these students still stay in touch with me. Some of them are recent high school, recent college graduates, but some of them are grandparents themselves now. It was a long time, my career. That is a source of great pride in my life. I also mentored a number of young, new teachers, and watching their successes in the field is a source of great joy and great pride in my life as well. I also ran a department in the school that was top notch, and it was a favorite department among students. They like to come and hang out with us in our office. I'm still in touch with almost all of my English department over all of those years, and that feels really great. Teaching is a very difficult profession, contrary to what you will hear from some United States politicians who have given license to people to treat teachers with the greatest of disrespect. It is a very difficult profession, and it is a noble profession. And I am so proud to have been a part of it for almost 40 years. Okay, last, please tag people. And Gareth says, thanks to anyone who does this tag, you're all tagged. And you know that I always say that too. If you're watching this and you would like to share and spread some positivity, please consider yourself tagged. But I am also going to name a few people as well. So I tag Kevin Toll Reads, Beyond Books, Genre Books, Stuart Griffin, Rainer Reads Stuff, Ellen Made Book Club, Books and Bocadillos, My Messy Bookshelf, Hannah's Books, Read and Reread, A Web of Stories, Ursula's Odds and Sods, The Grape Jelly Library, Joshua Crebo Reads, and Reading Ideas. And please, if you're watching this and I didn't just say your name, please consider yourself tagged as well. And if you don't have a channel and you want to just write some positive things that you feel positive about, and answer the prompts in the comments, that would be lovely too. As always, I thank you for watching. I hope that you're doing well. I'll speak with you again soon. Take care.